Coming up, it's time to head to the Pacific Coast for some sun and sand, as this is Trains on the Beach, the Surfline. The former Santa Fe Surfline runs between San Diego and Orange County in Southern California, featuring passenger service from Amtrak Pacific Surfliners and Coaster and Metrolink trains. This video covers two visits in September 2024 and February 2025. We'll start in Del Mar in February 2025. The Surfline is aptly named, as much of the route is within a mile of the Pacific Ocean, and in Del Mar's case, on the bluffs directly above the beach. We're starting here with a southbound coaster commuter train. And here's a northbound coaster. Coaster's fleet is made up of Siemens SC-44 Charger locomotives and Bombardier bi-level coaches. Del Mar is a frequent topic in the rail industry due to the erosion from climate change that is threatening the future of the line. There is constant construction to defend the line to build things like these walls to help protect the bluffs from erosion. Next up is a southbound Amtrak Pacific Surfliner. Now off the beach and up in Del Mar at the Coast Boulevard crossing for a northbound coaster. This crossing utilizes wayside horns so that the trains do not have to blow their horns for the crossing. Next to the tracks here is the former Del Mar station, which is now privately owned. I started the following morning up on one of the bluffs at Del Mar Canyon Preserve, which is adjacent to Torrey Pines State Natural Preserve. Our first train here is a southbound coaster. The Santa Fe sold this line to the North County Transit District, also known as the NCTD, and Metrolink in the 1990s, while it, now BNSF, continued providing freight service. As I mentioned earlier, erosion is a major problem, with about 6 inches of the bluffs estimated to erode each year without additional precautions being built. You can see some of the additional work to stabilize the bluffs in the distance. There are also studies underway for potential realignments through and under Del Mar to help move the tracks inland. Due to the lack of space, portions of the route are still single track. Next is the southbound Amtrak Pacific Surfliner. Moving over to Torrey Pines State Reserve, here's a northbound Amtrak Pacific Surfliner passing through the marsh and then under the Pacific Coast Highway. The Pacific Surfliner is the third busiest intercity route in the United States, following Amtrak's Northeast Corridor and Brightline's Florida operation. back on the bluffs for something different, a southbound high rail truck inspecting the line. The morning haze had burnt off in time for the next train, a southbound Pacific Surfliner. A quick look at Torrey Pines Beach. Now here's a southbound coaster passing under the Pacific Coast Highway. And now a northbound coaster a couple minutes later. Moving north to Leucadia for our next catch, a northbound coaster. Next up is Oceanside, which is the dividing point on the line for commuter trains between Coaster and Metrolink. The section of track north of the station is unique for a few miles, having trains for both commuter operations, since the Coaster maintenance facility is north of town. Here at the San Luis Rey River crossing, we start with a southbound coaster that is arriving from the maintenance facility. It was quickly followed by a southbound Pacific Surfliner. And here's a Metrolink train. It is led by one of Metrolink's unique EMD F125 locomotives. I barely got to the west side of the bridge for the next northbound Pacific Surfliner. And another Pacific Surfliner. Amtrak runs 10 round trips per day currently between Los Angeles and San Diego. Our final train here is a northbound Metrolink train. Now shifting to my September 2024 trip, starting at Solana Beach. From my table at the beautiful Las Olas Mexican restaurant, here's a southbound Pacific Surfliner led by one of Amtrak's Dash 8 locomotives. And here's a northbound coaster. Heading a little north to Leucadia for some nighttime railfanning, starting with a Pacific Surfliner. It is powered by the Dash 8 we saw earlier. Next is a southbound coaster. And another one. Amtrak followed it up southbound. The final train this night was a northbound coaster. The line does have freight service from BNSF, primarily running overnight, but I did not catch any on either trip. Moving up to the Oceanside Transit Center the following morning. We start with the northbound Surfliner. A southbound coaster followed. Oceanside is also unique, as it is the western terminal for the NCTD Sprinter light rail service, which runs inland to Escondido. The service uses unique Siemens D0 DMUs. Here's the outbound Sprinter departure to Escondido. Our final stop is at the San Clemente station for a Metrolink train. San Clemente is the other location on this line that is struggling with erosion issues from the Pacific Ocean. And here it is departing south to Oceanside. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.